Most women don't realize how much of their lives are being lived in reaction. Reaction to expectations, reaction to pressure, old conditioning, reaction to who they've always believed they needed to be. And over time, that way of living disconnects us from ourselves. We carry guilt, regret, resentment, self-doubt, unspoken grief. And all of that emotional energy, the energy meant for creating, expanding, living, gets tied up, maintaining old identities and survival patterns. So instead of consciously creating our lives, we spend years managing them, trying harder, holding everything together, overthinking, people pleasing, overachieving, staying busy enough not to hear the quiet voice inside asking, is this really the life I want? But here's the truth. There comes a point when the old way stops fitting, not because something is wrong with you, but because you're evolving beyond who you had to become in order to survive. And that moment changes everything. Because emotional sovereignty begins when a woman stops asking, what do people expect from me? And starts asking, what is true for me now? Every woman I know wants the same things at the core: more peace, more freedom, more connection, more joy, more meaning, more life. Not performative happiness, not exhausting perfection, real alignment. And that desire isn't selfish, it's wisdom. But to create a different life, two things become essential. First is awareness. Awareness of the patterns, beliefs, and emotional conditioning that have been unconsciously shaping your choices. Because when you can see the pattern, you stop being controlled by it. The second is trust. Not arrogance, not control, but the ability to stay internally anchored long enough to choose consciously instead of reacting automatically. Because when self-trust is missing, women abandon themselves in subtle ways every day. They stay too long, they shrink too much, they carry too much, silence too much. And eventually they forget who they are beneath the roles and expectations. But what if this season of your life isn't about fixing yourself? What if it's about remembering yourself, becoming the woman who no longer lives by default, the woman who responds instead of reacts, the woman who creates her life from alignment rather than survival? Because sovereignty isn't about controlling life. It's about finally coming home to yourself within it. So I'll leave you with this question. Are you living consciously or simply repeating what you were conditioned to believe life had to be? Because the women inside the Sovereign Woman Society aren't trying to become someone else. They're learning how to return to themselves beneath the conditioning, the pressure, and the survival patterns. Because emotional sovereignty doesn't begin with perfection. It begins with awareness. And that changes everything.